First of all, I would like to say Tashid Delek to all of you. As you know, in a few days' time, we will celebrate the Dharma Chakra Day. So, generally speaking, whatever practice that we do, first and foremost, it is very important to have the right motivation, like thought renunciation towards the whole samsara, and then to have infinite loving kindness towards all the sentient beings, and then the infinite compassion towards all the sentient beings. And based on these positive thoughts, we should develop the wishing and engaging enlightenment mind, or the bodhicitta. So with these in mind, then we should practice. Generally, we should practice every day. We should be vigilant on our action and try to do the right adoption and try to do the right abandonment and try to follow the right way, right lifestyle according to the Dharma. This is very important. And also, I would like to say there are many ways to make our virtues more powerful. One is, of course, if one does a Dharma practice that has the right motivation in the beginning, and also that has right visualization during the actual practice of Dharma, and the right dedication at the end, then it means the practice of Dharma, it's a complete practice of Dharma, which has the beginning part, the middle part, and the conclusion part. So doing Dharma practice with such complete way, then it makes our virtue more powerful, and it makes our virtue the real antidote to pacify the cause of suffering or the non-virtues and mental afflictions. And it will really help us to gain liberation, and eventually it will help us to attain the enlightenment state. So therefore, whenever we do our practice, we should always do our practice with these three parts. And then there are other ways to strengthen or to make our virtues more powerful. From time point of view, there are two kinds of time. One means if we do every day same practice, then on that particular day, one is doing a practice which is also performed by another one. But on that day, the one who is doing for last many days continuously will earn much greater merit than one who has done only for today the same amount of practice. Although on that particular day they have done the same practice, exactly the same practice, but one who has done the same practice for last many days or many weeks or months, that person will earn much greater merit on that particular day. This is the power of continued practice, or the power of everyday practice. And then another time means doing virtues on a special occasion or on a holy day. So doing practice on a holy day will have more merit if we do Dharma practice. And also, if you do non-virtues, then doing non-virtues on holy day will also be multiplied and also become more powerful. So whether we do good or bad, all these actions will be more powerful if you do on holy day or on a special occasion. So therefore, generally we should be very vigilant and we should be careful on what we are doing, what action that we are taking. And especially we should be more vigilant or more careful on special occasion or on holy day such as Dhamma Chakra Day. So Dhamma Chakra Day is the day Buddha Shakyamuni first turned the wheel of Dharma to 5 fortunate disciples. So this is a very important day for all the Buddhists. So I would like to explain a little bit on this. According to our tradition, we believe that Buddha Shakyamuni or Prince Gautama or Prince Siddhartha attained the Buddhahood under the Bodhi tree on the 15th day of the Vesak month. Vesak month means 4th month of the lunar calendar. When we count like this. So when we say Vesak day, it means the 15th day of the 4th lunar month. So anyway, on this day, Buddha or Prince Siddhartha attains Buddhahood and becomes Buddha. According to Mahayana tradition, this is for the eyes of common people. But in reality, Buddha has, or Shakyamuni or the Prince Siddhartha have attained Buddhahood long time ago, many countless eons before he appears in this world as Prince Siddhartha. So in our tradition, the Mahayana tradition, we believe Prince Siddhartha is one of the Nirmanakaya form, or is one of the Buddha's emanation. But for the eyes of common people, he acts as a prince. He was born as a prince and acted as a prince, then renounced his kingdom and looked for the truth or for Dharma, and then he did practice, and then finally, under the Bodhi tree in Bodhi Gaya, he attains the Buddhahood. And right after attaining the Buddhahood, or right after becoming Buddha, he did not turn the wheel of Dharma. Actually, there's one famous verse, but just to say the essence of this verse is that he said, now he found a nectar-like Dharma, but no one will understand if he teach. So he will remain in silence in the forest. So Buddha did not turn the wheel of Dharma right after attaining the Buddhahood. Actually, he didn't turn the wheel of Dharma for next 7 weeks. So during that time, one of the most powerful worldly god, the Brahma, and his retinues visited Buddha and request to turn the wheel of Dharma, but Buddha did not accept it right away, because in order to have more respect to the Dharma, and also by requesting again and again, one can accumulate more merit. So for this reason, Buddha did not accept it right away. And then the powerful god Brahma asks another powerful god called Indra to help him to request Buddha to return the wheel of Dharma. And then the other powerful god, Indra, visited Buddha and requested to return the wheel of Dharma. And then later, Brahma again requests to return the wheel of Dharma. And then finally, Buddha Shakyamuni accepted to turn the wheel of Dharma. But in another text, or in other texts, it says the powerful god Brahma offered Dharma wheel, and the powerful god Indra offered the white conch shell and request to return the wheel of Dharma, and then later Buddha accepted to return the wheel of Dharma. And then he went to Deer Park, Varanasi. Actually, this is a place where many past Buddhas have turned the wheel of Dharma to their fortunate disciples. And Buddha knew that there are 5 bhikshus, 5 fortunate bhikshus, and if Buddha teach Dharma to them, then they will understand the meaning of Dharma easily, and also they will not disrespect the Dharma. So Buddha knew that these are the 5 suitable disciples to whom Buddha will turn the first wheel of Dharma as Buddha Shakyamuni. So then after he visited Deer Park, Varanasi, then he gave the teaching to 5 fortunate disciple bhikshus. And the topic of the teaching is on the 4 noble truths: the truth of suffering, the truth of origin, the truth of cessation, and the truth of path. So the truth of suffering is like the sickness, and truth of origin is like the cause of sickness, and truth of cessation is the state. It's like a state that is free from the sickness, and truth of path is like the method to cure the sickness, or the treatment or the method to cure the sickness. So when person is sick, then first the doctor need to diagnose, but doctor need to identify what kind of sickness that this patient has. So first the doctor need to know what is the sickness, what kind of sickness is that. And after knowing, then doctor will try to remove the cause of sickness through the right method, or like giving medicine and doing other treatments. And after that, then this person will be recovered from the sickness and will be on a state that is free from the sickness. So similarly, first it is important for us to know the suffering as it is. Knowing suffering as it is very important, because through this one will develop the thought of renunciation, and one will have sincere loving kindness and compassion to those fellow sentient beings who are also experiencing great suffering. And By knowing the suffering as it is, it will help us to abstain from performing or committing the negative actions, and it will help us to do more and more virtuous deeds, which is the right antidote to overcome the suffering. So Buddha taught that first we must know the suffering as it is, then we should try to, then Buddha taught the teaching on the second truth, which is the truth of origin, which means to know the cause of suffering. And after knowing this, then Buddha gave the right method, or Buddha teach on the truth of cessation, which is the state that is free from these suffering. And then to achieve this, to accomplish this state of cessation, then Buddha taught the fourth truth, which is on the truth of path. So this teaching or this truth is the real method, or is the real teaching or real antidote that can overcome all these sufferings, and that can help us to gain or attain the state of cessation, or a state that is free from all kinds of sufferings. So Buddha taught these four noble truths on this particular Dhammacakra day. So in our life, we do have many things to do, but we must follow Buddha's teachings, and especially like the Four Noble Truths. We can apply the Four Noble Truths to Mahayana in general, or in the Vajrayana practice. We can apply these four truths in our daily life, in our daily practice. So through this way, then we can gain more and more experience, or gain more and more realizations, and finally we will be able to attain the Buddhahood for the sake of all the sentient beings. So with this, I will conclude my short talk, and at the end, I sincerely wish that may the blessings of our root Guru, His Holiness the 41st Khor Duchen Rinpoche, and Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha be with you now and always. Thank you.